Entrepreneurship sucks. It sucks when there is no understanding of yourself. Entrepreneurship requires you to know your strengths and weaknesses. I sit with people and ask them questions for 5 minutes and figure out strengths and weaknesses. What I judge or discern is, do I have to pull more of the strengths and more of the weaknesses? And what I mean by that is, for the people that will tell me all of their strengths and really can't identify any weaknesses in themselves, their business, that's dangerous, right? Doesn't make them an awful person. It means they lack insight. Why do they lack insight? Most people don't want to deal with their weaknesses. Most people, a lot of people have been told about their weaknesses their whole life, and they don't feel like dealing with it anymore. Maybe some of the people were wrong about their weaknesses. Maybe they just, quite frankly, are just over it and they want to be positive. I want you to be optimistic. I want you to be positive. I want you to be solution focused. I want you to believe in yourself, but you have to know your blind spots. You have to know your weaknesses. So when you sit down today and you break down as an entrepreneur your biggest strengths and your biggest weaknesses, and what a lot of people do, they spend a lot of time in their strength zone. That'd be like, it's like you're running for office and you already have this group of people who are going to vote for you no matter what. And then you keep talking to them. Dude, they're voting for you no matter what. Like whatever side you're on, they're voting for you no matter what. Or you're running a team and you're the captain. And these three guys, they've been your butt. They're with you no matter what. They're always going to be with you. But that's your strength because they really connect with you. And so instead of going, okay, where am I weak? Well, I'm weak in relationship building, and these guys really want relationship building. I'm weak on affirming people. I'm weak on recognition, whatever those situations are. And then you're like, okay, I don't need to do these things for this group. Well, that group's already with you, bud. How do you go ahead and connect with other people? Clients. You're in sales. You go, I always sell these people: age, gender, financial situation. When I got into life insurance, after about 2 weeks, I was like, okay, who am I not closing? I was like, all right, I do better with people that are lower income because I was raised lower income. I was very comfortable talking to them. I wasn't raised at a dining room table dinner 4 nights a week family. My mom worked 3 jobs. Me and my brother were doing our thing, and my dad wasn't there. So for me, I was uncomfortable when I walked in. I was like, damn, I got Mr. Cleaver, Mrs. Cleaver, and the kids, and I'm talking to my life insurance. I had to get over that. I had to understand me. I had to understand what I was trying to accomplish, but I had to change me. So that was a weakness of mine. I was like, I'll sell you a policy for this amount because that's where I was comfortable. But oh my God, I went into somebody's house that was worth whatever it was worth, and they seemed to have all their stuff together. And I was like, okay, what do I do here? I took inventory of my weaknesses every single day. I know who I am. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. And that, quite frankly, is probably one of the biggest things that's allowed me to be a successful entrepreneur. So you have to be able to talk about your strengths and weaknesses. And if you can't talk about them with yourself, well, who the hell going to talk to you about them, right? Like you can't. So I think that entrepreneurship is going to suck if all you want to do is live in your strength only and then communicate with people that are in that strength zone with you where you can connect with them. You're going to have a very difficult time leading multiple people, selling multiple people, developing multiple people. I have to go, okay, you know what? That guy and I might not agree. What is it about what he's saying? Okay, well, should I be taking it personally? Probably not. Okay, how come I don't understand him? And a lot of times I'm like, why don't you all connect? Like, why can't you and this guy? Well, it's his fault. And I'm like, if a client doesn't understand me and I don't click with that client, it's not his fault, it's mine. I'm the guy in charge of selling them something that he asked for. If I'm managing somebody to hire an agent or hire an employee or hire whatever, an independent contractor bring on, it's my job to be able to lead them and develop that relationship. My job. So when it doesn't go good, I take inventory of me. What do I need to change about me? Now, has it always been that way? No, it took me a while to get there. That's why entrepreneurship sucked for me early on. I was good at selling. I was good at making money for me. I just wasn't good at building a bigger team because I had to think about me. Like when I mean think about me, think about what I needed to change. I had to address my own shortcomings. I had to address my own weaknesses. And I think a lot of people don't want to do that. And I think that's one of the things that will draw people to you is transparency and vulnerability. Because imagine walking around like you got everything figured out, you have no weaknesses, and then you got somebody who's like, dude, I'm like just trying to keep my head above water on a daily basis. And this guy wants to profess like he's perfect. I'm not drawn to that. I either don't believe it because nobody's perfect, or I believe it. I sell myself on like this guy's got the perfect life, and then I think I don't match up. I can't level up like that with him, so I can't connect. So entrepreneurship is going to suck unless you understand your weaknesses and your blind spots. Unless you can live in a place where you're going to fix those, you're going to address those. If you don't, it will suck, and it will suck forever. So we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. You're already strong in these three areas. What do most people do? Spend time in those areas. Dude, I'm already strong there. I spend a lot of time in my areas of weakness to try to scale those, connect with more people, build a bigger business, be able to work with a diverse group of clients, managers, employees. Doesn't matter if we have the same background or not. Doesn't matter if I see things the way they do, or if, man, I tend to go like everything's always okay. If they say everything's not okay always, I got to figure this thing out. But you got to take inventory of yourself, or entrepreneurship will suck for you.